Good morning, Mark. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. What do we know? Do we know what time this incident happened, and what is the latest?
Well, this is still very much an active search and rescue operation. Now more than 6 hours after the drama began. It was just before 3 o'clock, we understand, this morning, when the Coast Guard started receiving reports that a small boat had capsized. Now, we understand that almost 50 people were on board that small boat in the middle of the channel, just off Dungeness. We're told that there are at least 3 fatalities. Those fatalities have been brought, we understand, to Dover Harbour. That search and rescue, as I say, still underway. Coast Guard helicopters are up looking over the channel, as are Border Force vessels, lifeboats and the Royal Navy. Within the last hour, we understand that another couple of people have been spotted in the water. What we don't know, of course, is the condition of those individuals, but given the temperatures in the English Channel at the moment and the fact that they will have been in the water for more than 6 hours, it's not good. So that search and rescue operation still underway. We know, of course, that a significant number of people have been taken on board the Border Force vessels, on board the lifeboats and on board French fishing vessels which were there as well. We understand they were quite quickly on the scene. It will have taken, by the very nature of any sort of search and rescue operation, longer for the Border Force vessels, the lifeboats and other vessels to get to the scene, but those fishing boats helped out in the first instance and will have no doubt saved lives from those that capsized. Why this boat capsized, we don't know. The conditions are not too bad in the channel this morning. We've had 2 days of weather conditions where it's pretty impassable for small boats. We had about 500 odd who came across over the weekend when conditions were a bit better. But at this time of the year, Bev, the weather conditions in the channel are always very unpredictable. But what we do know, of course, is any time that they are almost passable, then the people smugglers will shove these boats out into the channel. But if it's not the waves caused from bad weather that capsizes these boats, there's also the wakes that are created by these huge vessels that plough up and down one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, the container ships and the oil tankers, that create very hazardous waves that for a small boat can easily capsize these vessels. That will have to be determined in the fullness of time. What we have, of course, at the moment is this very active search and rescue operation, and coming less than a day after the Prime Minister announced a multi-pronged approach to trying to get to grips, get on the front foot and deal with these small boats that have come across in ever increasing numbers, with some 45,000 people who've now crossed the English Channel so far this year.